What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe, and thank you, R, for the request. Jago Sevatarion was the first captain of the Night Lords during and before the Horus Heresy, but his responsibilities were much more than that. He was also the leading commander of the Atramentar, the elite Terminator warriors of the First Company of the Night Lords. Not only that, he was also part of the Chiroptera, which served as the most trusted confidants of Conrad Kurz. And finally, he served as the equerry to the Primarch himself. But his legacy spans further than just being these honored positions amongst the Night Lords. He is said to be the first traitor that coined the term death to the false emperor. But now let's look back at his earlier history. Savitar, like many of his brothers amongst his legion, grew up on Nostramu. From a young childhood, the first captain would have innate psychic abilities, but he would choose to suppress them throughout the years to come. Fast forwarding to his induction into the Night Lords, his repressed psychic abilities would serve to work now subconsciously, whether he knew it or not. And it wasn't before long that he would skyrocket to the position of the Primarch's equerry. His notorious skill and name would soon be known throughout the legions, and would eventually earn him a spot to challenge none other than Sigismund in a duel. During this bout, Savitar would be the only person within the 100 years to challenge Sigismund to a deadlock, though the result of the battle would technically be a tie if you really want to look at it that way. In typical Night Lord fashion, Savitar would disqualify himself by cheating and headbutting Sigismund. Although technically this would end in Savitar's favor, ending Sigismund's winning streak, it would still earn him a disqualification. Fast forwarding to becoming a traitor, he would actually personally take part during the Dropsite Massacre. After the events of Echelon 5, Savitar would move on to the Thramis Crusade, where he would personally take battle against the Dark Angels alongside his Primarch. At some point before the Thramis Crusade, Savitar had ended up earning red gauntlets. These gauntlets for the Night Lords were a direct portrayal of somebody that was marked as a fool or a failure to whatever task that they were issued by their leader, and the result of it was their eventual death once their usefulness was outlived. At some point during the Thramis Crusade, the Dark Angels would gain the upper hand on the Night Lords. The result of this was the dismemberment of the Legion, the mortally wounded Conrad Kurz, and the capture of Jago Sevatarion. And from here, in typical GW fashion, this is roughly the end of Jago Sevatarion. We have no idea what happened to him. Another incredible character without a solid ending to fit his story. From what we know amongst the Night Lords, they have said time and time again that Jago Sevatarion is no longer with them. In short, he has passed. Although the how is up to speculation, right now it is more commonly believed that at some point during the Siege of Terra, he was slain. And this is reiterated by very high individuals amongst the Night Lords such as Talos. The Atramentar themselves broke up because they said that they would serve no other than their original first captain. But as always, this is one of my problems with GW. They draft an amazing character with an amazing story and then just leave their ending open-ended or unsatisfied. But regardless of that, I love Jago Sevatarion and thank you R for the request. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Drop a comment if there's anything you want to hear about next, and as always, remember to follow for more.